CUET 2025 के लिए आपके जितने डाउट्स हैं कि आपको CUET एग्जाम भी है, जितनी क्वेरीज हैं, उनका एक वन स्टॉप सोल्यूशन लेकर के आए हैं, जिसमें हम आपके सारे हमें आज का वीडियो है जिसमें हम सारी चीजें आपकी सीखेंगे।
KP classes dedicated to excellence.
हाय गाइस, वेलकम टू KP क्लासेस। आज की क्लास में हम आपका CUET 2025 के लिए आपके जितने डाउट्स हैं, आपकी जितनी क्वेरीज हैं, उनका एक वन स्टॉप सोल्यूशन लेकर के आए हैं, जिसमें हम आपके सारे डाउट, सारी क्वेरीज को कवर करने वाले हैं। अब देखो, जब हम CUET एग्जाम की बात करते हैं, सबसे पहले हमारे माइंड में यह आता है कि आपका CUET एग्जाम भी है क्या। बहुत से बच्चे ऐसे हैं जो 12th क्लास में हैं, they have heard of this CUET examination but they really don't know what is the requirement of this examination। अब उसको समझने के लिए हमें आज का वीडियो है, जिसमें हम सारी चीजें आपकी सीखेंगे, सारी चीजें समझने की कोशिश करेंगे। अब देखो, जब हम CUET एग्जामिनेशन की बात करते हैं, CUET एग्जामिनेशन इज व्हाट? दैट इज कॉमन यूनिवर्सिटी एडमिशन टेस्ट, कॉमन यूनिवर्सिटी एंट्रेंस टेस्ट, राइट। तो अब देखो, जब हम CUET एग्जाम की बात करते हैं, ये एग्जाम है अगर आप किसी अच्छी सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी से, अगर आप किसी अच्छी सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी से अपने ग्रेजुएशन को करना चाहते हो, अपने पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन को करना चाहते हो, तो उसके लिए आपको क्या करना है? उसके लिए यू हैव टू अपीयर इन दिस CUET एग्जामिनेशन। क्योंकि अगर आप पहले के टाइम में देखोगे, आपके बोर्ड्स एग्जाम में कितने नंबर आए, उसके बेसिस पे आपको एडमिशन मिल जाता था। लेकिन अब क्या है, अब आपका पैटर्न कंप्लीटली चेंज हो गया। अब दे आर नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग यू टू स्कोर गुड मार्क्स इन योर बोर्ड्स, क्योंकि बोर्ड का कैलकुलेशन अलग अलग होता है। CBSE बोर्ड इज देयर, देन ICSE बोर्ड इज देयर, देन आफ्टर दैट योर स्टेट बोर्ड्स आर देयर। तो हर जगह जो मार्किंग सिस्टम है वो अलग अलग है। तो उसके लिए क्या है, किसी भी स्टूडेंट को, सभी को एक फेयर चांस मिले, ताकि आप अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटीज से अपने ग्रेजुएशन को कर पाए। उसके लिए दिस एग्जामिनेशन इज देयर, दैट इज ऑफ CUET एग्जामिनेशन। तो अगर आप किसी अच्छी सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी से अपने ग्रेजुएशन को करना चाहते हो, अपने पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन को करना चाहते हो, द पाथ इज थ्रू दिस CUET एग्जामिनेशन, जिसके बारे में आज हम एक डिटेल्ड डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं कि इस पेपर का कंप्लीट पैटर्न क्या रहता है, कैसे आपको इसकी तैयारी करनी है, कितने क्वेश्चन आते हैं, कितने मार्क्स हैं, उन क्वेश्चन में कैसे आप उनकी तैयारी कर सकते हो, क्या टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स हैं। That is what we are going to cover in today's video. So this is the first part. Then moving ahead, when we are going to talk about the paper pattern of this examination, you must be aware of this, that this CUET examination is divided into three sections. The first section is of language part, that is of language part, right? Now this language part, there are two parts are given in the section 1, part 1A, part 1B, right? This will be first A and first B. Two parts are given and total 17 languages are given in the part A, and the some 32 or 33 languages are given in the part B. Now these languages, now there is also one more thing that you need to keep in mind. You can maximum select 3 languages. That means either you can select Hindi, or you can select English, or you can select both at the same time, or you can select one more language that can be your regional language, but that is subject to some condition that will be understanding in the upcoming part. Now this, in the language part, you can select maximum of 3 parts. Then moving ahead, when we are talking about section 2, this section 1 is of language part. Either you can go with the Hindi language, or you can go with the English language, or you can go with any of the regional language as per the requirement by the university in which you are looking for your admission. Then after that, when we are talking about section 2, that is of domain test. Domain subject क्या है, domain test क्या है? Suppose आप कॉमर्स स्ट्रीम में अपने ग्रेजुएशन को करना चाहते हो, फॉर दैट आपको कॉमर्स के सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने होते हैं। अगर आप साइंस स्ट्रीम में अपने ग्रेजुएशन को करना चाहते हो, उसके लिए आपको साइंस स्ट्रीम के डोमेन पढ़ने होते हैं। अगर आप मान लो ह्यूमैनिटीज के सब्जेक्ट में कोई ग्रेजुएशन करना चाहते हो या पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करना चाहते हो, उस केस में आपको वो डोमेन सब्जेक्ट आपको पढ़ने होते हैं। So this exam, this domain test will not only help you cracking this CUET examination, that will help you in your board examination also. So you can start preparing for this CUET examination along with your board's preparation, क्योंकि just after your board examination आपका CUET का एग्जाम होगा, and both are equally important. एक अच्छे कॉलेज से अपने स्कूलिंग को करना, एक अच्छे स्कूल से अपने स्कूलिंग को करना जितना इंपॉर्टेंट है, जितना इंपॉर्टेंट आपके अच्छे नंबर लाना 12th में है, उससे कहीं ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट ये भी है कि आप एक अच्छी सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी से अपने ग्रेजुएशन को करें। अब इसका एज ये है जो आपको लाइफ टाइम मिलेगा। अब सपोज अगर कोई आपसे बोलता है कि मैंने लॉ किया है एमएनसी कॉलेज से, you'll be like what MNC college you are talking about? I haven't heard of this name. Where it is? Where? What are the faculties that are there? They won't know. They won't be able to guess where this college is. What is the prestige of the college? But when you say that you have done your graduation from suppose arts faculty DU, suppose you have done your graduation from DRC Daulat Ram College, suppose you have done your graduation from Miranda House, so in that case, you don't need to tell anything. Already people know about these colleges. Already people know about the prestige of the colleges. So when you are having that time of 1 year to prepare for this examination, so why not crack this examination? Why not go for the best option? So that best option is through this CUET examination, in which we are trying to understand how you can link this paper pattern with your board examination. The first thing is what? The first thing is this language part, that is of language you can select maximum of 3 languages. When we are talking about domain test, the maximum domain subject you can select is of 6. Then after that section 3 is there, that covers your 4 subject. That will cover logical reasoning, quant, that is quantitative aptitude, then after that your English, and then after that GK and current affairs is there. So for this section 3 requires tons and tons and tons of practice. Why I am saying that? You can prepare your domain subject while preparing for your board examination also. This will equally help you in your CUT examination, as well as this will help you in your boards examination. But when we are talking about this general test, this is something you need to understand, you need to practice in order to score good marks in the examination. How many marks are there, how many questions are there, what is the time for the same is available, we will discuss that. But before that, keep in your mind that if you are going to appear in this examination, this section 3rd is very crucial, and that demands your practice. So this practicing logical reasoning, quantitative aptitude becomes very important to clear this examination, because you will be getting admission in your university based on the scorecard, and that scorecard will be prepared out of section 1, section 2, section 3. Although that can vary from university to university, it can vary from different colleges to colleges, right? But before that, keep in your mind that if you are targeting for this examination, maximum you need to, at least you need to appear this, at least you need to give one exam in the language part, and this section 3rd, consider it to be compulsory for yourself, although it is not compulsory. But this will help you. Suppose if you are going for the placement test, suppose you change your mind later on and you think that I will prepare for this CAT examination, suppose you change your mind and you are thinking of going for UPSC, or suppose you change your mind and you are preparing for the government job examination, in that case this quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning will help you there also. So why not prepare it early? Once you prepare it, it will be very easy for you to crack the CUT examination. It will able to give you seat in a prestigious university. Along with that, it will be making your journey easy for the jobs. So that is why I'm saying this section 1, section 2 and section 3, all are completely, like, all are very important. Now when we are talking about, I said maximum 3 languages you can select, max 6 domain you can select, this GT is compulsory. But total how many examination you can give, total examination that you can give is only 6. So if you are going to appear this examination, total exam that you can give is 6. That means if you are going to select one language, if you are going to select this GT, that means you can select 4 domain, you can select 4 domain. Suppose if you are selecting 2 languages, that means 1 GT, that means you will be only able to select 3 domain. 2 languages, 1 GT, then in that case 3 domain. If you are going to select 3 languages, then you will be only having the option of selecting 2 and then this one. So max examination that you can give is 6. So either you go with the, if you are going to select 3 languages, suppose you are selecting 3 languages, in that case you can only select 2 domain subject and then 1 GT, that is compulsory. So the max exam that you can give is only 6. So that you need to look accordingly as per your requirement, that you need to look accordingly as per the university you are looking for admission. right? So this is the detailed pattern of this section 1, section 2 and section 3, and the detailed video will be coming with, suppose if you are preparing for any of the domain subject, you can go with this, but keep that in your mind that it requires a lot of practice, because more than 14 to 15 lakh students are going to appear this in this examination. That means this competition is neck to neck, and if you are not preparing for, like if you are thinking that I'll prepare at the end of the after the boards examination, you will miss the bus. Keep that in your mind. This is something you need to practice, and if you'll practice throughout the year, that will help you in your board examination. Along with that, that will be helping you getting admission in the top prestigious university. So this is about these parts. Now when we are talking about this section first, you'll be getting 50 questions from this section first, in which you need to only attempt 40 questions, and for attempting these 40 questions you'll be only having 45 minutes of time. 50 questions will be there in the exam. Out of that 50 questions, what are the 40 questions are there, and out of 50 you need to attempt only 40 questions, and for that you are only having 45 minutes of time. In the second case, again you will be getting 50 questions here, and in these 50 questions you only need to attempt 40 questions, and for attempting 40 questions you will be only having 45 minutes of time. So if you are going to divide it, you will be finding that extra 5 minutes are given to write your roll number in the paper, and for the other inspection to read the paper where to start with. Then you will be only having 1 minute time for one question. So this is very crucial. If you won't practice, maybe you know all the answers, but if you are not able to complete your paper within the 45 minutes of time, that means there is no value to this examination. You won't be able to crack it. So the thing that you need to keep in mind is that it is not only about knowing all the concept, it is about efficiency, it is about accuracy, it is about time management also, right? So for that you need to keep in mind that for one question you'll be only having 1 minute of time. In the second case also that goes same. Now in the third section, in the section 3, in section 3 you will be getting 60 questions. Out of these 60 questions you need to attempt 50 questions, and for these 50 questions you are having 60 minutes of time, right? And because here you'll be getting question for quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning, that will be time taking process, right? If you are not practicing in a good way, so you need to practice question in a way that you are able to get the answer in only 1 minute of time. Within 1 minute of time, no matter how difficult the question is, how easy question is, you need to solve it less than 1 minute of time, right? So this is the requirement of this examination. Moving ahead, now what is the pattern of this examination? This is going to be a computer based test, right? It will be a computer based test. Now if you haven't given these kind of test, how you will appear, how you will be able to solve it then and there? For that you need to attempt mock tests that are based on CBT mode. That is where we are there to help you with. This is not like ki you have to prepare for it, but if you are a warrior, if you really want to prepare for this examination, you need a mentorship, you need a proper guidance, you need an exam oriented study plan in order to crack this examination. क्या अब अगर आप देखोगे टीम इंडिया who is going to play the World Cup, who is winning the World Cup, they are also having coaches who are training them how to deal with the situation. They are going and doing net practice. If you don't do these things, how will you be able to solve these questions within the time period? अब सपोज अगर आप जैसे आपने दंगल मूवी देखी होगी, तो उसमें क्या होता है, आप दंगल खेलते हो, प्रैक्टिस करते हो, लेकिन जब एक्चुअल सिचुएशन आती है वो कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट होती है, उसके लिए आपको अलग से ट्रेनिंग करनी पड़ती है। तो अगर आप पेन पेपर पे आपको सॉल्व करने की आदत है, तो आपको सीबीटी में सॉल्व करने की आदत डेवलप करनी पड़ेगी, कंप्यूटर बेस्ड टेस्ट को सॉल्व करने की आदत आपको डेवलप करनी पड़ेगी। तो अब अगर एग्जाम पैटर्न की बात करते हैं, यू विल बी गेटिंग +5 फॉर वन करेक्ट आंसर, फॉर इनकरेक्ट आंसर यू विल बी गेटिंग -1। सो दिस डिफरेंस इज ऑफ 6 मार्क्स। अगर आप एक क्वेश्चन गलत करते हो, यू विल लूज 6 मार्क्स। डोंट से यू आर लूजिंग ओनली 1, 5 which you could get by answering correctly, but you lose 1 instead of getting 5. So the loss of us is of 6 marks. So for this examination, proper practice is required, and for that we are there to help you with. So if you want to prepare all these 3 parts that are there in this examination, That includes your section 1, that is of language part, section 2, that is of domain subject, that will also help you in the board examination. Then after that, that is section 3rd, that is of general test, that includes your GK, current affair, logical reasoning, English, and quantitative aptitude. All of that we cover in our CUET UDAAN batch. We cover all these things in our CUET UDAAN batch. For more information, you can call on the numbers that are given in the description box, and you can connect with the counselor. They can help you with guidance. What are the things that you are going to get in this course? So this is going to be a CUET UDAAN batch, and there you'll be getting classes for part 1, part 2. Along with that, you'll be getting classes for part 3. Along with that, this is not it, because this examination is not only about knowing the things. आपने पढ़ लिया, आपको समझ आ गया, that is not sufficient to clear any of the examination. After that, you need to revise all those things. Revision, complete revision of these things is also included. Along with that, you'll be getting mock test, full length mock test, and topic wise mock test are there. Topic wise mock test will be there after the completion of one topic, and after the completion of this part 1, part 2, and part 3, your mock test will be CBT based. That is like a net practice. That is, when a cricketer is going to play in the World Cup, he will practice it in the stadium. So you are going to appear in this CUET examination, you will practice it on computer based test. So that is the requirement for this examination. So if you are a sincere candidate, this is the time to take decision for yourself. This will make your life. If you are going in a good college, this is not only about that you will be getting a good education. That is only one part of it. But the kind of exposure you will be getting, that is important. That will help you in overall development of your personality. You'll be having a exposure to all these activities. You'll be having an exposure to all the states in India. So that will help you in overall development of your personality also. Thank you so much for watching today's video. In case you are having any doubts, feel free to ask in the comment box.
KP classes dedicated to excellence.